This is gonna be some behind the scenes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're doing it, guys.
We're doing it.
Oh, we look cute.
Oh, it's like
We did that?
it's like we're giving.
I think so.
I think so.
I think we're giving
Your edges look great.
girl.
They look great.
You know who taught me? Nyasha.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I was doing.
Like,
Girl, me and the edges, we've come a long way.
hey.
Today. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Ness Knows, where I talk about all things travel, lifestyle, and money. Today's video is going to be, Jayceee, what's this called? A mukbang. Yeah.
Q&A.
About moving for the first time. Woo! So it's really funny because Jayceee and I actually got our first apartments at pretty much the same time. And so we've shared a lot of like different experiences, and like we were like, we kind of want to tell the people like what it's like to like have your own place, and just like some of the things that went well, some of the things that didn't work, just to give you guys like some advice if this is something that you guys are about to embark on too. Jayceee, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
About myself.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I am Jayceee.
Okay. What that JNSC stand for?
Follow me on Instagram.
Autograms.
_JAYCEE. So 3 E's.
Love it.
I am.
Wait, what does the JNSC stand for?
Oh, my real name. So my real name is Jemima Collinette. Now, don't Google me.
Last name, super Haitian.
Super French.
Oh my goes, what's up?
What's up? But no, so I am an entrepreneur.
Okay, sis.
Slash, I work a 9 to 5 as well. So we hustling. Like, that's what we're doing until we can fully afford that.
Not 9 to 5.
Exactly. So I work in special events on both entrepreneur and 9 to 5. So we are meeting in the middle.
Yeah, Jayceee did my mom's 60th birthday party earlier this year.
So
so pretty.
I am a first-time apartment renter.
Same.
Living on my own for the first time. Like, I didn't dorm in college.
Oh,
so,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's giving what it has to give. Honestly.
I like that for us.
But yeah.
Yeah, so the way we're gonna structure this, we're gonna tear this food up from Hook and Reel. Shout out to them. And we put together some questions that some people have asked us in the past, and a poll we did on Instagram. We're just gonna talk through to let you guys know how our experience has been so far. Stay tuned.
This one.
I love video editing.
Oh, that's good. Because for me, it'd be like killing me. I don't know.
No, I love putting this stuff together. It's like
once it starts coming together and then you start playing it back. I'm like, wait,
I'll be like, speed it up. I don't know. I like
zoom in.
I like to get like slow-mo, you know? I got a little high. All right. Do we want to ask a question first, or we want to start eating first? Because Jayceee told me she was hungry.
We are actually going to ask a question first because our hands are going to get dirty.
All right. Because I got my eye on this little shrimp down.
Okay, great. So we'll just hop right into the first question.
Oh, juicy.
All right. I've been struggling here. Oh, yes! I love this question. So the first question is, how did your family react to you moving out? This is good.
You want to go first?
You can go first.
So my family, I think, let's start with my mom. She was confused why I wanted to move. I literally was like, oh mom, I'm moving. And her response was like, why? She was like, you have everything you need here. She's like, you don't pay rent. You don't. I was like, whoa, don't drag me now.
Easy.
And I just told her, like, you know, I just felt like I wanted to move on my own, and like I was starting a new job, so I could afford to live where I wanted to live, which was like really important to me. And I think the rest of my family was basically like, finally, they be hating. They've been saying I should have been able to move out on my own and yada, yada, yada. But my family overall, I will say, was just like, they were super supportive, you know? Like, they really felt like I did it in a really responsible way. Like, I took my time, like I didn't rush. And so overall, they were really happy for me. What about you?
Meanwhile, it's like that. So, as you guys know, I'm a Haitian girl, first generation as well.
Retweet.
So, Haitian parents, their belief is like,
Ooh.
you need to be married. A man needs to take you out of my house before you think you leaving this house. And I came to a point where it was like, I think it was a pandemic, honestly. Like, me being at home all the time, and my mom, she stopped going to work for a little while. So, like, it's literally, and my dad retired at that point. So, it's like, all three of us, because I have two brothers, but they all live in different places. So, like, they live in their life, and I'm, like,
at home with mom
crying. And so I think I just really outgrew the space. Also, my business was expanding and launching my business and all that other stuff. That played a role because I wanted my own office space. Like, not just, oops. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
We don't eat that one.
But, yeah, just like having my own space to like work on my brand, work on my business. That was very critical, and I cannot do that in a bedroom. Like, sorry, not sorry. That's just like, I need space.
Yeah.
And so I had told my dad, and my man was just like, girl, bye. He didn't like, I think he was preparing himself because I was supposed to move out in December.
Oh, yeah.
Something was like, it was the Lord, honestly. The Lord was like, girl, you gotta wait. Yeah, and so I was new to my job, so I think I was just pressed. Like, oh, you new to a role, you trying to move out
right away.
But like, I wanted to really prepare myself in saving, and planning, and looking around and not rushing the process. So I waited. But I told him in December, and he had a fit the first time, y'all.
Stop.
Like, we got in an argument that ended up with me crying, like legit tears. Yeah. But when I told him in about, so I signed police in May, I told him in July. Because I was just not ready to deal with the like backlash. But he was like really chill about it. Like,
I think to your point, because you kind of prepped him a while ago.
Yeah.
He was already like, okay, what's gonna happen? I refused. And there was a time I wanted to move before this year. I was like, I'm not telling my mom until I sign the lease. I was like, until like it's set in stone, until I pay that security deposit, until I know I'm getting the apartment for sure. I was like, I'm not telling her because my mom is so dramatic, and I was like, I didn't want to deal with that.
Just even have them change your mind. Which
and then she was like, I don't know about you, but my mom, she was on my ass about like how much my rent was, so I never told her. She was like, I just know like, you could be paying a mortgage for a house. My mom is very pro home ownership, which I love. But it was just like, she only wanted me to spend this money if I owned a home. And I just was kind of like, I don't really want to do that right now. Like,
my mom was chill. Like, that's my bestie. So she was like, okay, well, if the Lord is telling you to do it, you know, you have the finances to do it. I support you. All that. My dad has not been to my apartment yet. It's been 2 months. I'm gonna still invite him. I think he's just like, his personality is just like, Haitians are very rigid, so like they're not pressed either. But my mom, she helped me move and like, oh, how have you?
Girl, your mom came over and prayed.
Yes, we did. We both prayed together.
Girl, crying.
It's getting great.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Jayceee, you killing the girl. I know it's good, but
alright.
The crap already there.
So yeah, it was just, it's cool. I think they're both, I do. I think they're both just adjusting to the fact that I'm not home. And I live like 20 minutes away from my house, my parents' house, so it's not crazy. I still see them once or 2 times a week. Yeah. So yeah, the next question. You want to pick it?
Sure. Well, pink. I love pink. Girl, that's a blessing.
It's amazing.
Oh, how did you budget for furniture?
Not good.
I could start. So, my budget for furniture, actually, I use like my short term, what I consider like my short term savings. So, for a while, I would like save, didn't know what I was saving for. And it got to this point, I had a budget for like $6K in furniture. I did not account for like security deposit, first month's rent. That $6K went to $3K real quick.
Right.
And so I had to move a little bit of money around, but even with that $6K, it wasn't, I spent way more than that furnishing my apartment. And like, I don't know. I felt like I tried my best to always like find like a cheaper furniture alternative.
Right.
But when you consider like you're buying a bed, you're buying a couch, coffee tables, nightstands, dressers, like it adds up. And furniture is not cheap, especially like quality furniture. I think that was like super important to me, was just like I wanted pieces where I knew they were like scratch proof, or like I could put them together and it wasn't gonna cause like a massive headache. But budgeting for my furniture definitely took a while, because I always knew at some point I wanted to move and be in my own space. So you could say like maybe that's what I was saving for, but it wasn't just like, I just was looking around. I was like, oh, okay, I have some money and I can allot it to budgeting for my furniture. But it took guts. Like even my TV, I was apprehensive about. I don't really watch TV, so I was just like, do I really need a TV? And everybody was like, yes, Vanessa, you need a TV. And I was like, okay, turn that TV on every day now, though. But yeah, that's how I did it. I don't know.
I think for me, I've been very fortunate. So, I had savings as well. But as some of you guys may know, I launched my business, so I had a launch party. Period. So I had a launch party. At this point, I didn't know I was gonna move in like March, April. So as I'm paying for like venues and all this other stuff, my money started to go bye-bye. And I'm like, wait, what's happening? So luckily, my brothers were very nice. They bought my TV for my living room. My younger brother bought me my desk that I have in my room. My TV, my older brother bought me. So like, I was planning, and it was like, for me, it was like, there's a word called prophetically. Like you're literally declaring, you're speaking it out into existence.
I manifested this.
So like, for me, like, I literally was telling them I'm moving. Even if they didn't see it, I was like, no, next year I will not be in my parents' house. And so like, they bought those gifts, and I just feel like that helped a lot. But also knowing what pieces you really need. Like my bed was a huge investment. That I'm not gonna debate.
You don't need to compromise on that.
No, I need my mattress to be hidden because my back is always hurting. So that was one thing I didn't really compromise on. So I would say furniture is very expensive. What I did is though, to make sure my money was still managed and that I could still enjoy my life, because the launch party did take a toll on my finances, I would buy necessary pieces by paycheck. And so like,
that's so smart.
I would start off with the bed, because that is like, you need that the first week you move in.
The first day, girl.
Coffee table, because I didn't want my living room to look a little bit together, right? And so then later on, I started getting my dining room table, my TV. My TV was on the floor for a little while, and I was like, all right, it's time to get off the floor, baby girl. So we put it up. My dresser, no, we put it on a TV stand.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't wait for anybody to bounce it. But dresser, that's a necessity. So I think starting off with the necessities, for me at least, and then gradually working your way towards like every check, you're buying little pieces. So now it's more so every check.
This shit's
it's a little spicy.
Yeah. Wait, but did you have all the pieces before you moved?
No, I didn't.
That's interesting.
And if you are on a tight budget, don't feel like you have to buy everything at the same time.
At the same time, yes, that's what we're talking about.
Because you can literally buy your essentials.
Like what you need first day, like a bed, a couch, and stuff that you know, like the people helping you move can help you put together.
Exactly.
Because like my dresser, I just got a dresser. I've been here for like 2 months, and I just got a dresser. So you don't need a dresser right away. At least
I felt like I needed it because my clothes was like...
My clothes was in the suitcase for weeks.
Yes, no, I couldn't look at that. So
my clothes was in them suitcases for weeks.
All right, next question. How long did it take you to find your place?
Oh, so I think I started like actively looking in April. And the building I live in is a brand new building, so I wasn't ready. So I toured basically like every other building in this area. And my friend lives in another building managed by the same company, and she was just like, don't sign no leases for no other place. She was like, they're gonna open a building, they're gonna open it, they're gonna open it. So I had to literally be patient, because it was like literally the unit I want, the floor I want, everything is like exactly how I wanted it. And had I not waited, I would have not had been as satisfied. I would have been settling. And I'm glad she pushed me to wait. But from like April, I didn't sign my lease until like July. Okay. So what is that, like 4 months? Okay. 3-4 months. But in that time frame, I just was like, I know I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it. I had to speak into this thing.
Right.
I had to.
For me, honestly, really quick, literally, like I told y'all, like I was supposed to move in December. I ended up not moving because I felt like the Lord was like, girl, you better wait. Just to like be wise. Like, are you really ready to move right now? Do you have the finances to do that? So literally a week before I turned 26 in May, I went to go see a spot on a Monday. I found it on Google. I went to go see it. I fell in love with it. I applied. I got approved the next day.
Love that.
And then I think I had my brother look over the contract and everything.
Because her brother, what?
Hey, period. Don't come for me because I'm going to come for you harder. JK, just kidding. But yeah, so after that, I think we just pondered on it for like 2 days. I literally signed everything within the same week.
I love that.
And one thing, I didn't tour the place. I only saw the model home. But
really?
the lady was just like, I got you. And I just felt like such a peace about it. I was like, I trust this spot is going to be what she's saying, even if it's not. And it turned out like for a 1-bedroom, like for the price that I'm paying, it's a good space. Like my room is decent size. Like I be trying to fill up my room because like there's mad space. And so
I love that.
It didn't take me a long time. So the next question.
And also like what's meant to be will be.
Period. Right. And I think it was just the timing. Like I think it was my time. Like so I signed the lease in May and then I moved in August because that's when the apartment was ready. What do you feel like you still need or want?
Oh my God. We were just talking about this. So like I feel like my bedroom is not as complete as I would like, which is why I ain't seen that apartment store yet. It's loading. But I would say like in my living room, if you notice that wall, we're at my house or my apartment. So in my apartment, I don't have a piece of art like in my living room. That's like one thing I really feel like.
And it's actually really hard to find art that
especially
is going
for
to
the
fit your
size.
space. Yeah.
That's so hard.
I'm not inspired yet for any art pieces, but I do need art pieces to fill up my walls because it's looking a little blank.
Yeah, like the one I want like this like Basquiat print. It's like a crown. I feel like the colors go perfect with like the setup I have. But part of me is like, I don't want a Basquiat unless it's real. I want a real Basquiat, but I don't have real Basquiat money. I just be chatting. So like there's that, and then in my bedroom, I was telling Jayceee I kind of wanted like a vanity to like actually sit down and do my makeup, because I could do it in the bathroom and all, and
that's cute, but
living
like
alone is fine. Yeah, but like I love like the makeup sit down kind of like area.
So I really want a couple plants to razzle dazzle. I had ordered something on Amazon, and I'm gonna get into Amazon later because they trying to stress me out. But the plant ain't work out, so now I'm gonna try IKEA to get like a real plant. I really did not want to be a plant mom, but I think I might fall into that.
I love being a plant mom. It's actually super fun.
So I've heard.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a dog mom yet. But being a plant mom, I talk to my plants every single day. And when I have guests, I'm like, don't be rude. Like, go talk to my flowers. Go talk. You know, like, it's just like, it's nice. And especially watching them grow, I feel like it's like, that's your hard work. Like, you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. I love my boo-boos. Let me do it next time. We're gonna do blue. Let's see. This one says, oh, would you recommend DIY or getting someone to put it together in terms of your furniture? Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to all my guy friends. Y'all held it down when a sis moved. Like, literally almost every piece of furniture in here, one of my guy friends built for me. And my brother and my cousin and everybody helped me like move in. But in terms of like setting up the furniture, that's like another hassle. One thing I will say, going back to budgeting for furniture that I recommend, because I was moving from living at home, I ordered all the furniture and shipped it to my mom's house. So I had been ordering for like a few weeks and months before I moved. And so I had everything still in like their boxes. So when I was moving, they just had to load the box furniture onto the truck. So then the only hassle was like putting it together. But the day I moved, my guy friends put my bed together, my couch together, my coffee table, like things like I would need like almost like immediately, my stools. And I just felt so loved. I was like, look at y'all. And then as I got other pieces, like other guy friends with like my guy friends put together like my TV stand. That was like a whole debacle. One of my friends put together like the desk for me. Like it just felt like I'm a girl. These instructions gonna stress me out. I'm not doing all that.
Listen, emphasis on the instructions, y'all. Shout out to my male friends, my brothers, my friends. Love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are.
Word.
I had my friends Mayo and Danny help me out, move there, and they helped me put my bed together, my dresser together. You guys are amazing. But next move, like one thing about me, I just don't like depending on people. So like you're on their, like, yes, they want to help you, but you're also on their time. And like I kind of want things to be done immediately now. Immediately now.
That's so funny.
So next time I will be hiring a task rabbit. For a woman, if you like building,
I consider that.
If you like building, go ahead. I have one of my best friends. She was into architecture and she loved building stuff. Go. Me, as for me and my house, I'm not building.
You're not team left finger.
I built my coffee table. I built my dining room table. I built my desk. I put shelves up. But it, like, I was sweating, you guys, putting that stuff together.
Son, I was looking at my furniture in boxes for a minute.
Like,
walking past that box every day.
Mentally preparing myself because I decided to move and not take days off as well from work. So I moved on a Saturday, and then during the week after work, I would have to put stuff together or have people come over and help me build stuff. And I do recommend you taking a couple days off from work when you're moving.
I think so too. I think I only had like 1 day off. And I was starting a new job, so it was like a lot going on at once. But even now, like, so the dresser that I said had to come in later, I paid Macy's whatever they needed to come, deliver it, put it together, throw the box out. That's the other thing. When you deliver everything, get everything put together but still in the box. That's a lot of garbage. You gotta like all out.
How does that look?
Girl, the couch came in this like big box, and it was just like in the garbage room. I like literally filled the garbage room with all my boxes.
That's
and I was
crazy.
Just like, so like Macy's delivered the dresser, set everything up, and even took away the trash. I was like, that's $100 I spent.
Yeah, sometimes the investment is necessary.
It's worth the peace of mind.
So if you got the finances to do so, 10 out of 10 recommend. Because it is a hassle, like building it yourself. But if you have a community of people who will help you when you need it, tap in, because people do want to help. So
what's the next question, mamas?
Let's go.
These crabs is crabbing.
One expense you didn't factor in.
Oh, go first. I gotta think about it.
Too. Okay, one expense. So I will say, I don't think it was like any materialistic thing. I think like when you're getting your electricity set up and all that other stuff, sometimes they require security deposits. And
really?
So, yeah. And so I was a little shocked at my little company requiring security deposits, or like because you're like Wi-Fi, you're setting up Wi-Fi for the first time, they may have an extra fee, even if they do refund it to you later on. There is like little extra fees, like hidden fees, but you know, like they explain what the hidden fees are essentially. So stuff like that. But cleaning supplies maybe. I've been very fortunate that I just go shopping at my mother's house because she go to BJ's. They go to BJ's and Costco's buying.
I'm like, Mom, let me get half the
Let me get paper towel, toilet paper, Fabuloso.
Come up off the toilet paper.
Water, please give me water.
Glow, come up off the glow.
I don't use filter water because I just be scared of filter water, so I use water. But that, I think for me, that's one expense.
What do you
like hidden fees, like of like electricity or like Wi-Fi and.
Mine is, even though they told me about it, was the parking. When you live at home, you don't think about like where you park your car. You park it in the driveway. So like they kept saying like, oh, like the parking would be this. I was like, I'm gonna just park on the street. I'm gonna park on the street.
Bye-bye.
Girl, we was fighting. And it just became inconvenient to park on the street. So one day I just had to cave. Why is my parking $175 a month?
Girl, why? That's like crazy.
A month.
But imagine.
And I have to eat it. Cause like, I'm not gonna lie. The way my garage set up, I don't even have to like, it lets out onto my floor.
Like literally, don't even have to flinch.
I walk like 3 steps and I'm
barely feel a breeze.
Yeah, and I'm like, we can't beat that. We can't do that. And so,
absolutely.
I'm okay to take that L. I'm okay to take that L.
Y'all, Hook and Reel, if you in Jersey,
they doing God's work.
10 out of 10. Get it spicy because mild is whack.
Agreed.
But a little spicy. It's not that spicy either because we talking to y'all. Like, we still kikiing. It's just...
Except that little hiccup I had.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah. I'll fight for my life.
It has a little kick, y'all.
It do. I think we got it. What it's called? The Hook and Reel way?
The
or
real
something?
Pack, the real... Oh, the
what was the sauce called?
The Hook and Reel Special Blend.
Something.
Yeah, you get all the sauces put together. Level spicy, not level mild.
Yeah, nah, go for the big spice.
Okay.
I'll do it. We are eating these seafood things. Let's see. This one's gonna be a little messy. Okay, cool. So, is there another layout you would have? What? Is there another
layout you would?
Is there a little layout?
I misspelled it. Wait, what?
Oh, what?
Is there another layout that you would have wanted?
You would have. I don't know. Yeah, if there's another layout, I'm obsessed with lofts. If this building had like a loft style or like a 1-bedroom with a den, because I do have like my desk area set up right there, but I would have preferred it in like its own room. But not a deal breaker. I love the open concept. That's the only other layout I would
Yeah. I think for me, I would like high ceilings and a balcony. I'm pretty content with my space now, but I'm a fan of high ceilings, long windows, and then a balcony for sure. I love talking to myself.
A balcony would be nice. I'm not talking to myself.
I know you guys, I promise. Alright, next question. Let me take this little sticky. I didn't like this sticky because it was wet on me. Like, where's the
it's the each one.
Apartment hunting tips.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think what helped was like I looked at 4 apartments in one day.
Okay.
I like stacked them back to back, so I was like, I knew what I was looking for, but I also wanted to like see what was out there. So I had like top choices, and I looked at them like back to back to back, and that also helped like me ask better questions, right? So like, let's say you go see one, you know what to ask the other one, then you know what to ask the third one and the fourth one. So by the end of the day, I had a really good picture of like what my top one was. The other thing I would say is definitely negotiate on like the amenity fees, the parking, if you're living in a building that charges that. Yeah, because especially when they know you're looking at, tell them you're looking at other buildings in the area, because they'll be like, oh, all right, we'll give you $500 off this, or like $500 off that. Or if you have a friend that lives in a building you're interested in, sometimes they might give them a credit for like a referral. Yeah. So like tap into all of those things. To,
these apartments got deals.
And maybe it's pricey. And also look for ones that give you like move-in specials. So I think around the time we moved, there were like a lot of buildings doing like, if you sign a 15-month lease, you get 3 months free.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, okay, you're signing a longer lease, but I literally did not pay rent for 3 months. Like, I didn't pay rent for September, October, and I'm not paying November.
Or putting that towards
something
else. Yeah.
And so it's like, those are deals like you still have in your favor as a renter, for sure.
For me, I definitely like recording the spaces that I walk into.
Big facts.
So that you can play it back when you ponder it at your house.
Right.
Like,
what that closet look
oh,
like?
Yeah, like let's compare. Mine was pretty quick, but I did look at reviews.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, looking at reviews, what other tenants are saying or people who live there past was awesome. She lives in a newer building. I live in an older building. So one of my biggest concerns were like rodents and all that. Because for me, the second I see a vermin, I'm breaking the lease immediately. Moving out. But yeah, definitely reading reviews, how the management company is, because also when things get harder, you need help with maintenance or whatever. Are they responsive in a decent time? Like, and as for women, it's very different. Like, you don't need no man walking in here while you in a house trying to fix something. I'm just like very precautious because I don't want people to know where I live.
Yeah, agreed.
And like if they're maintenance people, like now they see who lives in this. They see that I'm living by myself, and at that point, it's just like. So definitely reviewing how the maintenance team is, or like how management is.
And befriend the leasing office. Like the guy Nate, love Nate. I tell all my friends, I'm like, Nate hooked it up for me. Making friends with them too, because like in my case, like the unit hadn't opened, and I told him like there was like this one unit I wanted, and he made sure like as soon as it opened, he's like, it's ready to go. Like if you want to put in your application, so you don't miss like the deadline or like you miss out. He even helped me like set up the cable and all that kind of stuff. Like I didn't know how to do any of that before, so like those are really good resources to have.
Absolutely. Then making sure you check how far it is from your workplace. If you're not remote, try living that. Like live in a hub, live in a space where like it's kind of a hub for everything else that you do. So like for me, church or work, that and like where my friends live and all that, and my family, like I consider all of that. And I live in a middle hub, literally.
That's such a good
from everything. So that way you're not driving like
an hour all the time.
Now granted, rush hour comes for work, so I do drive a little bit ways. But if there's no traffic,
shout out to Waze.
Right. If there's no traffic, I'm getting to work in a decent time. Like it's not crazy, it's doable. So definitely that. Next question. We got 2 more blues. Let's just knock those blues out.
Bro, I'm turning this up.
I'm really shocked because like I'm still hungry. Like I'm still going.
Oh no.
I think we still going. Yeah, I started at the gym and it's like this is not helping. Where did you get your furniture?
Oh girl, this has been a combination team effort. Wayfair, Overstock, hate them, we'll get back to that later, Amazon, and this other one called House. I got my bed from House. Because my bed, here's a tip, they all sell the same furniture.
Yes, they do.
With different
names.
Even
Amazon.
Yeah, my couch was from Amazon.
Yeah.
They all sell the same furniture. They might keep the same company name, but a lot of times they'll change the design name so you don't notice. So instead of saying like, let's say, I think my bed is technically called like Zara. So instead of searching the internet for like Zara queen bed, I searched for pink tuft bed, and like my bed is not pink now, but that's what I really wanted. It showed me literally the same bed on House, Wayfair, and the reason I say shop around is because it'll be the same item with a drastically different price.
Yeah, and
like
these sites also be having sales.
And they'll like compete for your business. So for example, my couch, it's like a two piece. It was $1,400 on Wayfair. I was like, something was just telling me like, I felt like that was steep. It was outside of my budget. I had a lot of budget for the couch. I was like, this couch is fire, but like it's pushing a bit close. And I went on Amazon, and with enough digging, and I'm talking about like using really specific keywords, and dropping the name of the manufacturer, I found the same couch for less than $1,000, shipped faster than what Wayfair was talking about, and I got to schedule the delivery, which was more convenient because in the building they make a big deal about when you have big bulky furniture coming in. So it just like was like so much easier. And even like the coffee table I had, I think I got on Amazon. It was cheaper. Like shop around.
Absolutely. For me, it was mostly Wayfair and Amazon, which I got Amazon.
Jayceee got a bone to pick with y'all.
Make sure y'all read your reviews, or just like, I don't even know if it's reviews, because the reviews were good because I did my research, and some of these stuff was coming as defective, or like
that happened to me with my bookshelf.
Like my curtain rods for my living room and my bedroom. I ordered 2 gold and they sent 1 black and 1 gold.
Oh my God.
Where did I say 1 like black? I never said black. So,
or it'll come with a missing piece. Like I had ordered a book stand to go with my desk. It was missing, I think, one of like the bottom pegs. One thing I will say, Amazon, they do take your customer complaints seriously though.
No, they do, because they
refunded me that whole shelf, $230. I was
so, if you do get the mess ups, like Amazon will be quick to resolve the issue. So
they will fix it.
But Wayfair and Amazon.
Also IKEA. I feel like, well, maybe not necessarily. Well, I didn't get a lot of my furniture there, but a lot of the stuff from my kitchen is from IKEA. And IKEA is so cheap. I'm talking about plates, bowls, forks. You can get so much house stuff there. Like, I know like where we think like Amazon is always like the fastest. But if you live by IKEA, go stop by.
Yeah.
Like, my mattress is from IKEA.
Right.
Yeah.
Even checking out the plants and like decorative stuff, you can definitely get that stuff.
My plant in the back, that's from IKEA, boo.
So cute, and it's real. I was shocked when I saw it, y'all. Like,
she tried to say my plant was fake.
I thought it was fake, but she taking care of her plants. Go ahead, girl.
Like she don't see the earth in the bottom of that.
Okay, we got a couple more questions. We're trying to wrap this up, y'all, but I'm gonna take the last word.
Is your favorite color blue, Jayceee?
No, it is not.
What's your favorite color? It's my favorite color.
No, that's your favorite color.
Ooh.
Clearly. I like green.
Real money girl.
And yellow.
That's nice. I love yellow.
How is your relationship with your parents after moving?
My mom literally says she misses me all the time. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a great child. But yeah, my mom just says she misses me a lot. We talk a lot. Like, we talk about food all the time. I'm like, Mom, one thing about me, I don't care how much of an adult I am. I don't know how nothing costs. Don't know how much anything costs at the grocery store. I'm like, Mom, is asparagus supposed to cost $8?
Yeah, asking that.
Like,
I did ask my mom
so
about the rice. I'd be like, Mom, is this how much rice supposed to cost? Because
we don't be knowing nothing.
It's getting expensive, and I can't afford that.
And she always laughs. She's like, well, yeah, she's like, why do you think grocery shopping was always so expensive? And I was like, I just thought you'd like to overbuy.
Right.
Like, I didn't know.
For me, my relationship, I think it's better, like, me and my dad, like, he'll text me good morning now and all that cute stuff. We're still working on our relationship, to be honest, but he's warming up to it, and I think, like, I'm less agitated all the time because I'm not in their faces all the time. Like, I get really agitated when I'm, like, in their face. For my mom, that's my bestie, so, like, me moving or me living there, it's all jokes. I miss her sometimes. I do like my own space, but sometimes I'm like, oh, she come sleep over. But definitely, I think it's cool. Like, I think they're also sensing like a sense of independence. Like, they're like, okay, she's growing up on her own. Let her do this. And it's hard for them. You know it's hard for them because they grew up in Haiti. Yeah. So, like, for them, it's like, oh, she's doing it very different from what our culture is used to.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're doing a good job of staying silent and staying low, even if they do have their opinions.
I think for me, like, going back to how you said it was like your first time on your own, and because I went away for school, my mom wasn't as like triggered about me moving on my own, but it was more so like, basically she said if I leave, I can't come back.
That's what they all say.
She was like, leave and don't make sure you're leaving and don't think you...
Make sure you're not coming back here.
Yeah, like they just always want you to be like super stable and stuff like that. So I totally respect that.
And like, even to add on the make sure you don't come back here, like, I came to a point where it's like, yo, these expenses are getting crazy.
Oh.
Like, no cap, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, like, am I coming back here? And she's like, girl, you cannot come back here because your father will not let you breathe.
Right.
Like, he will hold it down against me. for the rest of my days.
They will never let it go if you try to come back to their
like,
house.
oh, now you want to come back and live. We told you not to go.
I remember I told my mom I still didn't have her dresser. She's like, Vanessa, this is ridiculous. She's like, you need money? She's like, you don't have money? And I was like, I mean, if you want to buy it.
Like,
girl, she surely did leave me some money to go buy that dresser. I was like, that's why you my mom.
Yeah, you know, sometimes they will like literally throw in a little help, like a little coin.
They do.
I'm like,
do.
I'm not complaining and I'm not turning it away. So
I'm gonna accept them funds.
Right.
Oh, you full? I don't think you was hungry.
I'm like, this would look like a good dinner for tomorrow day. Like, we could save
on some rice.
And some mashed potatoes.
Oh,
mashed potatoes.
From scratch?
From scratch, baby girl. I feel like we answered this question. What made you decide to move out?
Oh, yeah, we did say that.
Yeah. Next. It's good. We're getting through the questions faster. How much did you spend furnishing? I have not calculated.
If you add in, because furnishing is not just furniture, it's like all the other house stuff. Like think about what you need for your bathroom, bedding, all the cute little candle stuff.
Yeah, aesthetics.
We got like 12,000 plates in here.
Yeah,
my wine glass collection.
She has 12,000 plates in here. Like I'm not even lying to y'all right now.
I got plates for different moods. Yeah, vibes.
Clearly, she brought for a family of 10.
That's one thing. I was like, well, I'm one person. I'll be on these plates. If I did have to put a number, I'm gonna say upwards of 10K. Like total. Like all my furniture. I would go to Marshall's like every other weekend. Well, every weekend.
Marshall's is a good place to get stuff. I got my for $30 there, and online it was $70, and it's huge. So,
and this is like even before all the gifts I got from like the housewarming party stuff.
Also, create a list, a wish list, and have a housewarming.
Check that unboxing video.
Check it out. Check it out. But no, like literally creating a list. Like people do want to give you stuff, and I know, like,
and they're so generous.
Yeah, and I think I struggle with that, like asking people for anything. But I decided to have a housewarming, and people bought stuff off my registry like crazy.
One of my friends got me a sound bar.
Like what? We got good friends. And that's on period.
I got air fryers, crock pot,
everything. But for me, I had gotten a lot of stuff like gifted, so it really was not. It was a couple K, but it wasn't 10K.
I was wildin'.
She was wildin', but like mine was less than 5K. I will say that. But I was gifted a lot of stuff, thankfully.
I'm about to go see what Jayceee got, cause
listen,
maybe I overdid it.
And also, like, I'm kind of considering like. My mind for the way I want to decorate my house is going to be different next year. So, like, let's say
fair.
I move out next year, or, you know, I get a man.
Manifesting.
I get married. Okay. Like, me and babe, we're going to have to figure out what color schemes when we marry.
I'm picking out all the furniture for my man.
I know, he just wants to figure it out. It's okay. But, like, I know my style is going to mature. And because I'll have more finances, I'll be able to get more of what I desire. Now, I'm not settling because my space is cute.
Love that.
But there's bigger dreams that I have for my space. So that's why I didn't really go too crazy. And my brothers were also in my ear like, girl, you need to chill out. And like, this is your first apartment. They're like, it's just your first space. You're going to get other spaces where you're also going to have more money.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to do more.
But furniture is also that thing that you could always sell when you're not feeling it. Yeah. Like, I didn't realize how big of like a secondhand market there was for furniture. I remember like these chairs specifically. I was like, Mom, I have these pink bar stools, so cute. Me and my mom sat on it for like 30 minutes, like, should you buy it? Should you not buy it?
Way.
I am team treat yourself. Like, there's certain things where I'll like nickel and dime, like the couch. I'm like, nah. These chairs, I was like, sign me up. I want those ones. So like, you know, give yourself like grace, like splurge on some things and be conservative. Definitely where you can. Okay. I got this stuff all over my face.
I gotta go to the gym, y'all, because it's getting out of hand.
I got oil all around.
Any shipping issues?
shipping. Girl, the dresser. Me and this dresser have been through a lot. So it took me a long time to commit to a dresser. That was the first red flag. Second red flag, I finally buy it from Wayfair. And it had it was on back order. I'm like, okay, I've been hearing that's an issue with Wayfair. That was the only time I've had a shipping problem, is this story. And I go on Wayfair again a few weeks later. The dresser decreased in price by $100. So I'm like, dang. That's the tax of booking, or that's the price for y'all to come put it together. So I call Wayfair and I'm like, is there any way you could honor this price? She's like, no. She's like, all I could do is cancel my first order and just reorder it. And then the reorder also had a faster delivery date. And I was like, you do realize that makes no sense. I was like, why does the one I had been ordered shipping later than this one? So she was just like, oh, sorry about that. There has to be an issue on our website. So I canceled the first order, buy the second dresser. I wait another 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, where's my dresser? Not my dresser was gonna ship the last week of October. So this had started maybe middle of September when I finally put the order in. When I realized they were gonna wait so long to ship it, I was gonna be in California too. So I was like, you had to be here for them to deliver it. And I basically was like, Wayfair, you're really getting on my last nerves. So I kept shopping around. And when I shopped around this time, Macy's had the dresser. And Macy's was able to deliver it in 2 days. And I was like, so instead of even having to wait another 3 weeks, I just ordered it on Macy's. And I told y'all, they gave me the white glove service is what they call it. And then I canceled my order with Wayfair because Wayfair was really playing in my face.
So Wayfair be read the reviews, y'all. Wayfair is
hit
cool, but it's hit or miss. Yeah, for
hit
sure.
or miss. And they be missing.
Good job.
They be missing.
All right, you want to grab the next question? I didn't have any shipping issues like that, y'all. Other than the defectives and
which Amazon will correct.
Yeah, immediately.
This is our second to last.
We're getting to the end.
Spicy. Oh, this is one of the good ones too. Having people over.
Oh, this is my favorite. Here's the tea.
I love having people over. I had a housewarming party. It was so lit. I got a noise complaint. Monday morning, they was like, Vanessa, we got some complaints. I was like, haters. Y'all just mad I wasn't invited. I do love entertaining. I also feel like I bought stuff to entertain. But then there are sometimes, I feel like I like entertaining when I'm here by myself. And then sometimes when people are over, I'm just like, is it time to go? But it's not in a rude way. It's so weird. I feel like it's that thing when you don't have it, you want it, and when you have it, you don't want it. But there are sometimes I like having work from home parties. Me and my friends are work from home together.
Cool,
I like that. I like doing that because we're being productive during the day and then we go home.
For me, I literally knew my space would be a space for people just to gather and come talk about stuff and all that. I think where I'm at right now, it's a little harder because I am going through my personal stuff, so I do enjoy being alone. In the bigger picture, I love having people. I love having people over.
Her legs sore from
my
the gym.
legs are sore from the gym. Okay, we can't have somebody right. But
I know that's right.
I think in the bigger picture, I love having people over, but I think it's also creating healthy boundaries, knowing okay, tonight I do not want to host this gathering.
Or that's fair.
And I've had moments where I'll literally tell my friends let's do another time just because I'm not feeling it tonight, or they'll cancel and I'll be mad geek because I'm I can stay in my bed.
That's a fact. I feel I'm always trying to have, if I have one person over, it turns into having 2-3 people over, and then I'm should I just have a party? And there was a time where I was trying to have a party every Friday. I was I want to have a party.
Every Friday? Noise complaints.
Maybe PTSD? What's this last one? Okay.
This is the last one.
Oh, you go. You go first.
Okay. Where did you get your decor inspo? Pinterest and my brain. Honestly, I'm a creative, so like it's kind of hard to explain. Like I literally just envision things in my mind and I hope for the best when they get here. Because again, you're being on a budget, so like you're kind of hoping like the color when the item arrives, it's literally the color that you're envisioning.
We talked about the
which is really hard. Gold is a very hard like, especially when you shopping on a budget. Like if you buying high-end gold stuff, yes, you'll probably get the same golds. But when you're on a budget, that stuff varies. And so I think I was more so like a visionary, and like I saw pieces here and there on Pinterest or on other people's Instagrams and all that, and then like I kind of combined it to make it my own. So
no, I definitely agree. I didn't use Pinterest. I was more on like Instagram. I would say there was a period of time like way before I even like signed the lease, knew where I was gonna move. I knew like every detail of furniture I wanted, color scheme I wanted for my bedroom, what I wanted my theme of my living room to be. And like I would always have these like screenshots of like a velvet blue couch and like gold this on the wall, and like so I felt like when it came time to purchase everything, I was like this. I knew how I wanted almost everything to be, and so I planned each room to have a different, well, it's not each room because it's an open layout, but like each space to kind of like have their own vibe. Like I mean, for my kitchen, I love rose gold, anything in the kitchen, so there's a lot of rose gold, and like it's wood, so I have a lot of like charcuterie boards and all that kind of like stuff, and like pink goes super natural with rose gold, so like I literally have pink pots and pans.
Yeah, she should.
And I'm
looking at it.
Not ashamed. But in my living room, I love to travel, and I have tons of travel pictures. So I was like, my living room has to be like travel themed. Like I have a globe in there. I got elephants, giraffes, like plants. Like I just feel like it's such a vibe, and also like why like the piece of art has to be like super specific. So you can just give me that whole vibe, and like I know, and I've always liked bedrooms that were like white and cream, and I know sometimes people feel like that's overdone, but I feel like it is more calming. Like I'm not big into like, I had yellow sheets one time at my mom's house. I hated it. Like I thought I was gonna like it. I was like, I'm never using the sheets again. Like I just like white bedding. Like,
and that's okay. You like what you like. And even if it is a common thing right now, like I don't care. I'm still, because I like it. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah.
So,
and I think gold is always like a nice like accent color.
Absolutely.
So that pretty much wraps up all of the questions that we had received, and kind of like knew would be super helpful. We really hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. We had a really fun time. We had a little crab disaster. We had some spice attacks. But I like this. This is the first time I did a mukbang.
Mukbang Q&A. Kind of thing, talking about eating.
Mukbang.
I like it. I like eating, and I like talking to
Agreed.
people. So it was cool. But make sure you guys subscribe to our channels.
Plural.
Comment,
both
like, subscribe. We're gonna drop a little plug at the bottom of the screen or in the comment section. Whatever. You know, we're figuring it out. But please tune into our next videos, and we'll see you later.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Bye.